Well, a very warm welcome from the Algarve, and it is a warm one today. It should be 26 degrees and it's Sunday morning. Me and neighbour up and out already.
Very late.
Right, I'll just show you what we're doing. So the sweet corn and the larger plants that are in here, the sweet corn and the beans over there, we are going to transplant outside.
The sweet corn in the from the polytunnel, the roots are really easy to take out now because it's loose soil, so they don't get damaged, which is excellent condition. So what I'm going to do now is, as you know, I just drill the holes in the ground. I don't turn the soil over on this area here because I want to maintain the water as much as possible in this area. So what I'm doing is I'm using my drill,
which is over there.
Yeah, bore drill. I'm going to drill the holes inside, which is a large circumference. Now there's a lot of stone in here, and then I'm going to mix a bit of a peat in it, not about half a handful, into the ground, spill it around. And what will happen is the clay will act like a water tank, so it will hold the water in that little area. So it will hopefully use less water. And it seems to be working pretty well on a lot of the plants what I did before. So it uses less water and it maintains the soil better. Yeah. Ideally, I would prefer the raised beds, of course, especially on this area.
Yeah, the haricot beans look like you're actually on a haricot bean, Abe.
I am.
You are. They look like they could flower actually, Abes. Those beans. I did read up that they're supposed to be 18 to 20 centimetres tall, but
I think
maybe they're different variety.
No, I think the problem with us right now is we're only learning about this. I think we've planted it a little bit. We think we've planted late. I think a lot of these should have been planted in autumn.
Maybe.
And if we planted them in autumn, one would have had a moist weather.
But we weren't here, Abes.
Yeah, we weren't here, but it's like we wanted to test it out. This is like a test one to find out how well they do at certain times of the year.
Right, I'll go get you some more because you're running out now. What I have now here is a tray of beetroot seedlings which I started off, so I'm going to now plant these in this bed where the sweet corn was.
Pleased with this part of this raised bed area. I'm planting the tomatoes now, and I've planted the tomatoes after I've put all the trellises up for the peas. Now the plants seem to be thriving around here. I have noticed, which is a bonus, because I've used stone work around the raised beds, I've noticed that the soil is still very moist, even in the heat, whereas the soil which haven't got the raised beds and it's just flat lined, it's been very hard to grow. Yeah. But the raised beds, they contain, if I dig down, and this soil I put a composite of sand inside of it as well. Now sand's not great for holding soil moisture into the ground, especially in hot countries, but because we've raised bedded it and we put a canopy over the top, we've noticed that the soil is quite damp still, and it's absolutely fantastic. So I think once we've got it all done and create raised beds, this is a test one, I think it's definitely going to be a winner. And then the heat of summer, I'm going to make little shielding on the top.
Canopy.
A canopy for the top of it, and that will stop too much drying out as well. But more than pleased with the stone raised beds, more than pleased.
That's good, yeah. I love them as well. And that's our little line of carrots coming up.
Now I've got some fencing wire and I've used this for trellises. then I can keep using them over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Because we should have actually, this is the hour we're done. When we planted the babies, what we should have done was we should have put the trellises up first as well. And that way, when they grow, they'll grow and climb up to it.
It's all learning though, Abe.
It's all a learning curve.
Yeah. So are we going to put the last one in then?
The last one?
Trellis. For the chickpeas.
Well, I'm going to endeavour to try it now.
Just throw it, Abe.
Okay, I'm just showing you what I'm doing right now on the back wall. I've started to give a bit more privacy with our neighbour's side and our side, and the turkeys. And the
So
chickens.
this is what the wall used to look like, but you've been taking it down.
Yeah, well, I didn't need to take it down, Angie. The wall was actually down already, as you can tell. It's just all over the place.
Yeah.
And what I've done is I've rebuilt the wall with the same method I did over there. But I have to go a little bit higher as I go down because we're in a very slight slope. But I put stakes in it because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put fencing in between where we're going to have climbing plants going along the top. That's the reason why I put these stakes into the stonework. It looks damn sight better than it did before. And if you come over here, Angie, you can see how clear it is. So I cleared all the loose stones around here. And it just makes things a lot more tidier. Okay, so we are collecting all the stones from around the area now to finish off this little bit of section of wall here. Hopefully I can get this done by today. I've got delivery coming tomorrow, hopefully.
Oh, it's really exciting actually. Shall we go round and you can explain what you're doing?
Yes.
Right, let's go round. Right, okay, so you're having a large delivery tomorrow. What are you doing?
Well, what I'm going to do is I have to dig a little trench all around the side of the building here.
This is where the toilet is.
This is where the toilet is, and the trouble with the toilet, at some point it's on the plans and everything, but they only built it with a single skin wall.
Shall we show them what you mean by that?
Okay.
So by a single skin you mean a single brick?
Single course. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the original course intact.
Yeah.
You know, so it's waste so pointless dismantling it, and I'm going to basically seal up this area here.
Yeah.
At some point. So we don't need a door here. I'm going to put the door where the shower is, which will then lead into the kitchen area.
Oh, so we'll have an inside toilet.
Yes, but what I'm going to do this is, I'm going to have to dig another footing around. I'm going to dig a footing, because I don't want to lose any space in here, around the building itself, around this bathroom area itself. And I'm probably going to go 750 down, concrete framework in, and even to make it more secure, I'm going to even add columns, concrete columns going up within the footing of the boundary of the property itself. So all I'm doing is I'm making the walls slightly thicker.
So can I ask you why you're doing a double? What is the reason behind it?
So the reasons why is the strength of it. It makes it a lot more stronger. It gives it a better thermal barrier against the heat and the cold. So this was built in 1970.
Yeah, it does actually say on there, as you can pick it up, 1970, which is before you were actually born, Abe.
Yes, and I would like to put a double skin in it, as I told you before, for thermal properties. As you can tell by the thickness of the walls here, they're not very good.
Yeah.
It's okay for an outside toilet. It's no good for an inside toilet, you see. And then I can start altering this slightly, take out all these old wooden beams, which I temporarily put in, and put new ones in the place of them.
Right, okay.
Now you can, as long as you don't alter the footprint of the house, I want the roof to marry in with the rest of the building. I mean, with the same quality of tiles. So the tiles on the building look original Portuguese all the way around and not just a bit of tile on the roof.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And trying to keep it all traditional.
just actually found some wild Nigella in the mist. I'll show you. I'll turn the camera around. Just a hive of busy bees, busy pollinating it. These are the wildflowers that I picked this morning. And I think they're pretty spectacular. It's beautiful. Well, this is exciting for me. Oh, let's go in. A friend of ours gave me some lemons, and I put the seeds into a little pot just to see if they'd come up and have a look. So these are some lemon tree seeds. Super excited about that. And what I've done this morning, I've popped some tangerine seeds in these two pots. I'll take these two inside to have with our salad at lunchtime.